Good morning, all of you. I am Dr. Pradeep Kumar, working as Assistant Professor in St. Peter's Engineering College, Autonomous, Hyderabad. In this session, we will talk about the formation of the molecular orbitals. Okay, a combination of atomic orbitals. According to molecular orbital theory, we know about those atomic orbitals are having the roughly similar energies and similar orientation. Those atomic orbitals can come together and overlap and combine form the equal number of molecular orbitals, isn't it? So this combination or this overlapping can take place in different combination, isn't it? This overlapping and combination can take place in different combination. We'll discuss about these types of combination of atomic orbitals in the formation of the molecular orbitals. Okay? Yeah, how many types of combination of atomic orbitals are there and how the molecular orbitals can form? This, isn't it? These things we can discuss in this session. In this session we are going to discuss about types of combination of atomic orbitals. Okay? Types of combination of atomic orbitals. In this overlapping process, the combination of atomic orbitals, we have two types. Mainly we have two types. Here, if the atomic orbitals can overlap along the internuclear axis of the atomic orbitals. If the atomic orbitals overlap along the internuclear axis, along the internuclear axis, then we'll have the bonding sigma molecular orbitals can form. Okay, if the atomic orbitals are going to overlap, are going to combine along the internuclear axis of the atomic orbitals, then we'll have the formation of the sigma molecular orbital. Sigma molecular orbital. If the atomic orbitals are going to overlap in the side to side ways, then the pi molecular orbital formation can take place. Okay, here in the types of combination of atomic orbitals, we have mainly two types. In the first, if the atomic orbitals are going to overlap along the internuclear axis of the atomic orbitals, then we will have the sigma molecular orbital formation. Or second one is, if the atomic orbitals are going to overlap, are going to combine in the side to side interaction, then we will have the pi molecular orbital formation can take place, isn't it? Here we have mainly two types, sigma molecular orbital formation and pi molecular orbital formation. Okay, yeah, we'll see in detail. Here we have some combinations of the atomic orbitals. In the first case, we will have the 1s interaction, 1s interactions, or 2s interaction. Here in the first case, 1s interaction or 2s interaction. That means here both the s orbital are going to overlap here, isn't it? We know already the s orbital is a spherical orbital, isn't it? S orbital is a spherical orbital. If you see here, these atomic orbitals of s, 1s, it may be 1s or 2s. If you see here, in this case we will have the again two types of interaction is there. Two types of the interaction is there. In this case, if you see here, if the lobes are having the same signs, if the lobes of the atomic orbitals are having the same signs, if you see here, this is the internuclear axis. Okay. Now one thing we need to discuss here, it is the internuclear axis actually, isn't it? So wherever the interaction of the atomic orbitals along the internuclear axis, then we will have the sigma bond formation as we discussed in the earlier, isn't it? So here 1s and 1s atomic orbital are going to overlap along the internuclear axis. Then if the lobes are having the same signs, then we'll have the sigma bonding molecular orbital. Sigma bonding molecular orbital can form, isn't it? Here the 1s and 1s are going to overlap along the internuclear axis. Then we'll have the sigma bonding molecular orbital here. Okay. Yeah. This is known as the formation of the sigma bonding molecular orbital. In the second case, here also we will have the interaction along the internuclear axis, but the interaction of the s orbitals are different here. Here also we have the internuclear axis, interaction along the internuclear axis, but here the lobes are different. In this case, plus is there and minus is there. Interaction between the different signs of the lobes. Then here we'll have the formation of the sigma anti-bonding molecular orbital. Sigma anti-bonding molecular orbital. Okay. In this case, we'll have the node here. Okay. Sorry, you need to write like spherical shape. Okay, you need to write as spherical one. In this case of s orbital, isn't it? Yeah, like this. We'll have the 1s or 2s atomic orbitals interaction where the different lobes, different signs of the lobes, then we will have the sigma anti-bonding molecular orbital, that is known as sigma star, isn't it? Sigma star. This is the information related to the 1s or 2s interaction. In this case, interaction is along the internuclear axis, but the cases are different. Plus plus or same signs of the lobes or interaction is there, then we will have the sigma bonding molecular orbital. If we have the lobes are having the different signs, that is plus minus is there, then we will have the formation of the sigma star anti-bonding molecular orbital. This is one case. And next type of overlapping is between the sp type. Second one is sp type. That means here s orbital is having the spherical shape and p orbital is having the dumbbell shape, isn't it? In this case also, if you see, s orbital are going to overlap with the p orbital, isn't it? So if you have the same signs, here, what happens here? Even the internuclear axis interaction, isn't it? These are internuclear, along the internuclear axis interaction, but here the both signs are having the same, isn't it? So then we'll have again the sigma bonding molecular orbital. Again here we have the sigma bonding molecular orbital. This is the formation of sigma bonding molecular orbital. And again here we have one more type of interaction, that is if the lobes are having the lobe signs will be different. This is plus, this is minus along the internuclear axis, but here the anti-bonding molecular orbital can form, isn't it? Here sigma star anti-bonding molecular orbital can form. Here also again we have the node, isn't it? Here also again we have the node. Node means we already discussed about the node. Node means the finding of probability of an electron is less or almost zero. It is known as a node. Nodes are present in the anti-bonding molecular orbital case, isn't it? So in the sp type also we have two types. Here the sigma bonding molecular orbital formation takes place and sigma star anti-bonding molecular orbital can takes place, isn't it? If the same lobes, same signs lobes are participating in the overlapping, then we'll have the sigma bonding molecular orbital. And if the different signs of the lobes are participating in the overlapping, then we will have the sigma star anti-bonding molecular orbital. And in the third case, we have the pp interaction. In the third case, we have the pp interaction. pp type of combination. pp type combination. Sorry. Yeah. pp type combination. pp type combination. In this case, they overlapping between two p orbitals, isn't it? Overlapping between two p orbitals. Here again, if the lobes are same signs, then in this case sigma bonding molecular orbital can formed. This is known as sigma bonding molecular orbital. This is known as sigma bonding molecular orbital. Again the interaction along the internuclear axis. Here plus plus signs are going to overlap. The same signs of the lobes are going to overlap, then form the sigma bonding molecular orbital. In the second case, here actually the lobes of the p orbital will be different here. Plus and minus are going to participate. Then here we'll have the formation of sigma star anti-bonding molecular orbital. Okay. Here again we have the node. Here again we have the node. Node always present in the anti-bonding molecular orbitals, isn't it? It is also interaction between the along the internuclear axis. In the PP type also we have two types. If the lobes are same, the overlapping lobes are same, then we'll have the formation of the sigma bonding molecular orbital. If the participating lobes are having the different signs plus minus, then we'll have the anti-bonding molecular orbital, that is sigma star, and in this case we'll have the node here. Okay, this actually it is third type. Okay, SS interaction, SP interaction and PP interaction. We have finished three types of combination. In the three types of combinations, actually we have the interaction along the internuclear axis. So the formation of sigma and sigma star can takes place. Okay, but in the fourth type we have the combination of PP type combination, but here interaction or overlapping will be different. That is here the side by side interaction, this is known as side by side interaction. It is not along the internuclear axis type. It is side by side interaction is there. Here the side by side interaction can takes place, isn't it? In the side by side interaction we already discussed pi orbital can takes place. Formation of the pi molecular orbital can takes place, isn't it? In this case, if we have the lobes same sign of the lobes are having the same side, we'll have the pi bonding molecular orbital. The formation of the pi bonding molecular orbital can takes place. Okay, and the next case, if we have the different signs of the lobes are having the same side, then we will get the here pi star anti-bonding molecular orbital. Here we have the node. Okay. In the fourth type is PP type combination, but it is interaction. The interaction is side to side interaction. In the side to side interactions, will have the formation of the pi molecular orbitals. In this case, again we have two types of interaction. If the lobes are having the same side, same signs, so in this case we will get the pi bonding molecular orbitals like this. And if we have the different signs are having the same side, then that interaction leads to formation of the pi star antibonding molecular orbital. Okay, in this case the node will be present, isn't it? This is the discussion about the types of combination of atomic orbitals. In the types of combination of atomic orbitals, mainly we have two types. If the atomic orbitals are going to participate or overlap along the internuclear axis, then we will have the sigma bond formation. Okay, we will have the sigma bond or sigma molecular orbital formation can takes place. If the atomic orbitals are overlapping through the side to side interaction like this, side to side interaction, then we will have the pi molecular orbital formation, isn't it? Pi molecular orbital formation. In this, especially, we have mainly four types of interaction of atomic orbitals are there. The first one is SS orbital interaction, and second one is SP orbital interaction, and third one is PP interaction, and fourth one PP interaction with side to side interactions, isn't it? In the first three cases we have the internuclear axis interaction, and in the fourth case side to side interaction is there. Okay, in the side to side interaction pi molecular orbital formation can takes place. It leads to the bond formation of the pi bond formation can takes place. Okay, this is about the types of combination of atomic orbitals. Okay, you need to have an idea about the how the combination of atomic orbitals can takes place and what are the shapes of the molecular orbitals. When we have the nodes here, what is node here, isn't it? These things you need to have an idea. Okay.